We have a guest from Texas tonight, Ted Cruz, who is the Republican nominee for U.S. Senate from Texas. And Mr. Cruz, you were one of the people who spoke to the convention this evening. I want to tell the audience that you just won a bruising nomination fight. You were running against a man who would be considered to be the Republican establishment candidate. You were running with a great deal of Tea Party support, and you won it. Now you're running for U.S. Senate. I wonder, what was your message to the convention tonight?
Well, the message tonight is the message that we've been focusing on in the campaign for a year and a half, and it's the message that everyone here tonight is focusing on, which is that our country faces a fundamental divide. It's a divide between continuing down the road of the Obama Democrats, more and more spending, more and more debt, and more government control of the economy and our lives, versus getting back to the founding principles of our country, to free markets, to fiscal responsibility, and to individual liberty. And I think that's a choice that has enormous consequence for the future of our country.
You won this nomination fight that I mentioned just a moment ago, beating a conservative Republican by being a more conservative Republican, and I wonder how you see the Tea Party movement fitting into the Republican Party at this point.
I think the Tea Party movement is a tremendous grassroots movement that is sweeping this country. It's a great awakening, and it's getting Republicans back to our core principles of individual liberty, limited government, and the Constitution. The reason we prevailed in our primary in Texas is conservative grassroots activists united. Republican women, Tea Party leaders, grassroots activists all came together, and they said, listen, our nation's in crisis. The national debt, it's larger than the gross domestic product. And we've got to get serious about shrinking the national debt, because every one of us wants to make sure that our kids and grandkids have an even brighter future and opportunity than each of us have been blessed to enjoy.
And your family heritage is from Cuba. I wonder, with President Obama, and our new CBS News poll shows that President Obama has about 61% support among Hispanics. What do Republicans have to do in order to close that gap?
Well, I think Hispanics, we are a profoundly conservative community. The values that resonate in our community are faith, family, patriotism, individual responsibility, hard work, the American dream. All of those are conservative values. And I think what Republicans need to continue doing is conveying our values, and that our values and the Hispanic community's values are one and the same. The Obama policies have not worked, and they've done enormous damage in the Hispanic community. 23 million Americans are out of work, and the unemployment rate among Hispanics is over 10%. Two-thirds of all new jobs come from small businesses, and 2.3 million Hispanics own small businesses, and yet the Obama administration keeps heaping taxes and regulations, strangling small businesses, killing jobs, and that's harming the Hispanic community.
Mr. Cruz, thank you very much. That's Ted Cruz, the Republican nominee for U.S. Senate from the state of Texas.